Hey guys, welcome back to DJ's Workshop. Today we're going to work on the FJ a little bit. On this vehicle, I have several sets of lights. I have the ones on the roof, I have fog lights on the bumper, well, driving lights on the bumper, and I also have a set of amber fog lights down low. I have them all wired into the main fuse box in the vehicle right now, and I don't like that. I want to put it on a separate fuse box. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to install a separate fuse panel for these lights. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, so the way I have things wired right now, there is a panel that you can access here, and you can see there's a bunch of connectors in here, which I don't like. So I'm gonna get this tidied up. So let's get under the hood and I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I got this fuse panel off of Amazon. Okay, and basically you hook in a negative there, two positives here, and that positive is going to power up either side. You put your fuses in. All your negatives are going to go up here. All your positives are here. So I got to find a spot to put this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it right on top of this cover here. Okay, so this is actually one of your fuse box covers. Okay, and like I said, I'm just going to mount it there. It's right next to the battery. All I got to do is run a couple of short wires to it. And it'll make that easier. And then I'll get the wires from my fog lights, I'll run them up through, and then I'll just connect them all on here. This way it's on a separate panel. It'll be easy to get to the fuses if anything happens, and I'm cleaning up the main fuse box in the vehicle. I don't want to have all those wires up under there. All right, so let me get this mounted on here, and then we'll run some wires. Okay, so that's secured onto the cover now. I did get some new wire for this. So for the wire for the fuse box to power it, I got this here, which is some 8 gauge, and we'll run the power in the ground to that. I got some new connectors for these wires here for the lights. I got some bigger connectors for the main leads. It comes with some heat shrink on there. And I did get a 40 amp fuse to go in line before it gets to the fuse block. All right, so let's start with getting the ground wire on there. So let's get this back on the car over here. Okay, you can see we got the cover back on. It's all set. Now I'm going to run. We got the negative here, so I'm going to run a short negative wire there, and then we're going to run 2 power wires here with the inline fuse. All right, so we're going to start by stripping a piece of wire here. We have our connectors, so I want to see if it's going to require the larger or the smaller hole. Okay, we're going to go with the smaller hole. And we'll take a piece of shrink wrap here, we'll slide that down. And then we're going to slip this right in here. And then we're going to go ahead and crimp this. Okay, so that's crimped on there, and then we're going to slide the heat shrink over, and we'll heat that up and melt that on there. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do, is we're going to put 2 terminals on here. One is going to go to the battery, and the other is going to go to the fuse block. So let me get the one for the other side on the battery on this end, and then we'll get that connected. Okay, so what I did was I connected the ground wire here. I ran it down behind here, came up around, and now it's connected to the fuse panel here. Okay, so we have the ground all set. Now I just got to connect the 2 power wires. Because I have a fuse, I think what I'm going to do is connect the 1 wire with the fuse to 1 terminal. That's going to power up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Okay, that may be good for now. I do have an additional 6 that I can use, so I'm just going to run the 1 for now. If I have to, I can either run another wire with another fuse, or I can run a jumper over to this one, but we're going to set it up with just the 1 side for now. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fuse and I'm going to secure it there. We're going to take the power wire, connect it up here, and then we're going to put it in here. Now this does have a cover with a little seal, so you have to put those on the wire first. Now this is basically just going to, there's a screw in here, you loosen that up, slip this in, secure it, and then put the cover back on. So let me do that. Okay, so that's got a little Allen screw, which is a 3mm. Just slip the wire in there, secure it. This little rubber seal goes back on here. And then we'll take the cover, screw that back on there. Okay, now we'll just run the wire from this side over to the fuse box. Alright, so that pretty much completes it. So we have the power wire going to the power terminal, coming around, going into the fuse, coming out of the fuse, going to the fuse block. Like I said, I'm only powering up 1 side right now. We have the negative coming off of the fuse block, coming over, connecting to the negative terminal. The cover does have spots for extra fuses. Right now these are going to be extra fuses because I'm not using them. They do have labels. You can label whatever it is that you're powering up. So as you run your wires, you can sneak it in this way or this way, run it around, plug it into what you need to. This cover goes on here, secures it like that, and that's it. So it's a nice, neat, secure way to hook up all your wires for your fog lights and whatever other accessories you want to hook into. So at this point, I'm going to start tracing down the wires because my bottom amber lights aren't hooked up at the moment. I want to get those working again, so I'm going to hook those in, and then we'll just take the driving lights on the front and on the roof, and then we'll get those all wired into here. And then if there's any other accessories I want to hook in, at least I have the ability to put those in a separate box now. Now the only thing you got to be conscious of, this is a fuse box that is going to be powered all the time. So if you have something in the vehicle that doesn't automatically shut off, or you don't shut it off manually, like a cigarette lighter or something that you might have a phone charger plugged into, it's going to stay powered all the time and it will drain your battery. So just be conscious of that. Whatever you plug in here, you have to make sure that you shut it off. Now with lights, it's not a big deal because you shut your car off, you see the lights are still on, oh yeah, I forgot, you just shut them off and it's all set. But like I say, certain things like cigarette lighters and whatnot, you got to be careful because it will be powered all the time. All right, guys, I hope that helps if you're looking to wire up some lighting and whatnot on your vehicle, just to keep a tidy container with all your wiring as opposed to just splicing into the regular fuse box and just making a big rat's nest out of that. I don't like that. So I think this is going to be a good addition. We'll get these lights wired up and we'll be good to go. All right, guys. I hope the video helped you out. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, a like, a share, subscribe if you haven't, tell your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.